Hey there friends, how's it going? I hope that you are doing so well today. I know that it has been a minute since I've been on Instagram TV and I've gotten a little bit of feedback that these videos are valuable and useful, and so I want to honor that and keep doing them. I'm shooting to do a weekly video, but it may turn out to be bi-weekly, just depending on how things go. I have a lot going on right now, so we'll see. Anyway, today I am talking about growth mindset as opposed to fixed mindset. And the reason is that I was reading about, if you saw my Instagram stories, you heard me talk super briefly about this, but there's apparently an app called Classroom Dojo, and I'm not really familiar with it because I don't have children who are in grade school right now, so it's not really relevant to my life at all. But I have friends who do, and they were sort of talking about it online and saying that they don't really like it for a lot of reasons, and somebody posted an article about it. And one of the things that came up as a rationale for why these folks didn't like it, or why the author of this article didn't really like it, was because a lot of reasons, but one of them was because it promoted a growth mindset in children. And I thought, well, that's silly, that's a great thing. But their assertion was that children shouldn't have a growth mindset because when they become adults, they think that they're done. And so I've been thinking about it a lot, and just always in my own life, I'm always trying to do something new. I'm always trying to learn new things and gain new skills and grow, and just explore the world as much as I can from my own little corner of it. And so I wanted to talk a little bit more extensively about growth mindset, what it is, and why it matters. And the reason it matters is because of what I just said. If you are someone who is curious, if you like to learn, if you're interested in different things, if you want to grow, if you want to acquire new skills, all these kinds of things, growth mindset is so critical. And it really opens up so many possibilities and potential avenues, because growth mindset is this idea that I'm okay how I am. Like, I don't have to do a bunch of new stuff. And also I can. It's this idea that I don't know how to do this right now, and I can learn. I'm trying to think of other thought processes. It's essentially coming from a place of, this is really hard and challenging now because it's new for me, because I've never done it. And that's okay. I'm going to practice. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to do tutorials. I'm going to find someone to teach me. I'm going to take a class. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to get my hands in there and really practice and work at it and see how I can get better. And then there's this other side of the coin, right? Which is the fixed mindset. And fixed mindset is this thought that I don't know how to do this. I'm never going to learn how to do this. It's too hard. I can't figure it out. I don't have the support I need. I don't have the skills that I need. I'm never going to be able to get better at XYZ, whatever it is, excuse me. And so that really, as you could imagine, that really shuts you off from so much possibility in life. And I think a lot of us were brought up that, adults know what they're doing. Adults know how to do life. Adults have some sort of secret code. Like, there's somewhere along the way that adults get handed this book that just tells us, this is how you do life. This is how you figure out what your passions are. This is how you stay curious. This is how you be a parent, all these different things. And then we become adults and we're like, wait a minute, I missed that day. Like, where's my book? Where's my special handout? Why don't I have the secret in information that I thought all the other adults had? Because none of us have it. And so growth mindset lets you laugh at that and be like, okay, well, I guess there's no book. Let's figure it out. Let's try some stuff. Let's do some new things. Let's build a business before I'm 100% ready. Or if you want to take it back a few steps, I'll give you another example from my life right now. I'm really into baking, which I have been for a while, but dropped it when I was in school because time, and also baked goods tend to not be the healthiest foods necessarily to be eating on a regular basis. But since I've graduated from school, I've gotten super into it, and it's brought me so much joy over the holidays. I just love it so much. And so it came to be January, and I was like, gosh, like, I should really stop baking. I don't really want to be eating these foods all the time. But I was like, you know what? The joy it brings me is just so much. It makes me so happy. And whether or not people eat it, it doesn't really matter. I can freeze things, I can give them away and share them and share my joy with others. But the point is that I really love just to bake. And there are skills that I'm learning that I never learned before. So whereas my repertoire before was like, I can make some cookies and cakes and, you know, cupcakes or whatever and glob some frosting on. Now I'm like, oh, I want to learn how to pipe icing. I want to learn how to do cake decorating. That takes more finesse. I want to learn how to make macarons, which are challenging. I've never had to work at making a baked good before, but I'm now on my third batch of macarons. I just finished yesterday. They still don't come out right. And so growth mindset is like, all right, well, I learned some new things. They came out wrong in a new way, so that's good. I'm learning. And I'll just try again. I'll do some more reading. I'll check out some more videos. I'll see, you know, maybe there's some tips that I'm missing because I gleaned a few tips which made, so my first batch came out awful. They were just like, there's no way that would ever have been a macaron. My second batch was like, it looked nice on the outside, almost there, but there was a huge hole inside, which isn't supposed to happen. I was like, okay. So then I learned and I found some more things and I was like, okay, maybe this or that or whatever. And then my last batch I made was just, they just looked like cookies. The inside was perfect. The outside looked ridiculous. It just looked like flat cookies. And so then I'm like, okay, well, let's go back to the drawing board. So you can see, sorry, I'm getting close because I don't have my glasses on. I can't see the timer. But you can see how if I had a fixed mindset, I would have tried it once, maybe twice, and been like, nope, I don't know how to do this. I'm never going to learn. This is too hard, right? But with a growth mindset, it's like, oh, I can learn. Like, let me just sort this out. Let me just practice some more. And this matters. It sounds silly to talk about with baking. It's like, I'm baking, whatever, like, who cares? But this really carries over everywhere in life. It carries over into my relationship is really challenging right now. Okay, what are some skills I need? What's missing here? What can I learn? How can I improve myself? How can I communicate better? How can I listen better? How can I show love and care? How can I speak the other person's love language? How can I get my needs met in a way that is mutually beneficial? How can I help meet the other person's needs? These are all questions that come from a growth mindset place. And if I'm squinting, it's because I'm still trying to see the counter there. Anyway, let me think of another example. Like at work, if you're trying to, I don't know, take on a new project and you're like, I don't know how to do this. Well, that's okay. You can learn it. You can figure it out. You can get there 100%. Or if you think back to when you were a child, another example from my life, when I was growing up, and even I'm better at it now because I think med school mellowed me out a little bit, but I used to want to get things the right way the first time. Like every time I just had to get it right away. And if I didn't get it, I didn't want to do it. And so when I was learning to ride a bike, I was having a hard time. And at one point I was just like, I'm not doing this. And I came up to my house and I slammed my bike on the ground. And my mom looks at me and she's like, so you're just not gonna know how to ride a bike? And I was like, that's right. I'm never gonna know how to ride a bike. I don't want to learn how to ride a bike. And like just yelling and crying and so upset. And of course I learned how to ride a bike. I figured it out because my mom was there to be like, hey kid, try again. Like just try again, it's fine. And so as you're fostering a growth mindset, if you think of challenges in your life, if you think of places where you're like, gosh, like I'm just not good at this, can you flip that? Can you flip that thought to think, oh, I'm not good at this now. I can practice. Oh, I don't run very fast now, but I can practice. Oh, I'm not really organized right now. I can practice. And think of ways, like how can you practice? Maybe you get organized by planning out your meals at the beginning of the week, and that's the one thing that you do right now to help get yourself organized. Or maybe you make your lunch the night before to take to work, and that's how you get more organized. Or maybe you write your schedule out on a planner, and that's how you get more organized. So at any rate, you can see where this can go. There are a million examples for every situation in life. At any rate, I wish you all the best health and wellness, and keep growing. You're awesome. Stay courageous, friends. Bye.